So excited because today is a super cold, snowy day, and I came home to this. I literally just ordered this 2 days ago, and it's already here. Actually, not even a full 48 hours ago. I ordered it like late in the night 2 days ago, so really a little over 24 hours ago. And it's so cute. It came in this box. It was delivered right to my front door. And then it says, "Help, get me out of here. I need air and water, please." Like, so cute. So let's just see how this looks. Like, look at this. This came in like a little over 24 hours. Like, I literally made, I kid you not, I made an order for this at like 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, I don't even know, at night. And it came a day later. I'm so excited. Like, look at this. I'm like, we live in an amazing time. So excited. Like, it's literally the dead of winter right now, guys. Like I don't know if you can tell, but outside of my windows, it's literally snowing. Like, it's like blizzarding outside. I just got a houseplant delivered. Like, I am making spring come.
Spring has sprung.
So this package actually came from Forever Green Incorporated. Let's see. This came in Friday. It was literally shipped. This is literally shipped in priority mail packaging, by the way, which USPS actually told me that you're not allowed to ship plants this way. Clearly they don't know that there's a plant in here.
If it fits, it ships.
Oh man. Okay, so
Take it out.
what is this? Wait.
There's another bag. Which one?
Oh my gosh, this poor little baby Fiddle Leaf Fig. Oh my gosh. Look how cute and tiny, and its leaves are all beat up. It took a beating on the way here. I mean, it's actually really...
It's not so
No,
bad.
it's not so
got
bad.
some brown spots. I don't know what those are, but
I mean,
well, look at all the little baby leaves.
I'm trying to think about what was missing.
This
Oh!
little guy that isn't it like a heart shape.
Yeah! Oh my gosh, it's so cute! Ah! Look at the little heart-shaped leaves. Oh my gosh, it's really cute. It came with 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm super excited about this. These two plants arrived earlier than they said they were supposed to. According to the tracking, they were not supposed to come for another 3 or 4 days. So they're here. Oh my god, I am so excited about this. So I want to note that they literally wrapped this in saran wrap inside a plastic bag to lock in. I'm assuming to lock all the moisture so that this plant didn't dry out during shipping.
And so the soil doesn't fall.
But here we go, guys. Look how cute this is. So cute. And then the little Fiddle Leaf Fig is so tiny.
I mean, you knew it was gonna be
No,
small.
I didn't know it was gonna be that
Yeah.
small. I didn't know it was gonna be that small. I thought it was gonna be like slightly bigger. Like, I knew it wasn't gonna be like a tree, but I thought it was gonna be at least like more than that. I ordered 2 fig trees, 2 fig tree plants. So I expected them to be young, but
What? Child. Anyway, so.
not this
I don't
young.
have words.
I don't, like, I don't. It's like, okay, so here's my reasoning behind these. My reasoning for why I thought I would get at least some type of plant with some leaves was, one, I bought this plant before at around the same price point, and it was pretty much a full, healthy plant. 2, all of the reviews on the post had plants that had leaves that were full and healthy.
Oh no, no.
This is not what I was expecting to receive.
These ones made me happy though, because these are basically what we expected, in my opinion. Cute little birdie.
Okay, so this is what has arrived from our online purchase, guys. So we got these 2 little baby orange bird of paradise,
Cute little birdie.
2 fig tree plants, 1 of these lady palms, I'm assuming that's what it's called, a little baby fiddle leaf fig, and this really cute heart-shaped succulent. Our Hoya Kerrii arrived looking just like the photo. It actually had 4 leaves instead of the promised 3, so we give this a 5 out of 5 because it was just as advertised. The shipping speed was a little bit slower than the other plants that we ordered, plus it came in a USPS box with peanuts and the Fiddle Leaf Fig packaged with it, so we believe that the packaging could have been improved. So for this, we give it a 3 out of 5. We felt that the price was pretty justified, especially when you compare it to its counterparts online. So for the price, we give it a 5 out of 5. And for the overall quality, our plant is doing really well after just 1 month, and we're pretty happy with it. So we believe that this plant deserves a 5 out of 5. This plant didn't show up exactly as advertised, and the overall size was a little bit smaller than what we were expecting. Plus, the leaves were not as mature as they show in the photo. The stem was clearly very green, which shows that it's quite a young plant, and the listing photo had a much more mature, much more hardier plant. However, it's not too far off from what was advertised, so we'll give it a 4 out of 5. For the shipping speed was a little bit slower than the other plants, plus it came in a USPS box with the Hoya Kerrii, so this kind of led to some problems. The top leaf of the Fiddle Leaf Fig was damaged, the stake that was holding the Fiddle Leaf Fig did tear the leaves, and for this, we give it a 3 out of 5 score for the shipping. The price, we give it a 4 out of 5 because we believe that paying $20 for this little guy was a little bit much, especially when we've seen some hardier, more mature Fiddle Leaf Figs for $20 sold at places like Home Depot and other local nurseries in our area. However, it's still a pretty great plant for the price, so we'll give it a 4 out of 5. And the overall quality of the plant, well, the plant was pretty healthy, and after a month, it's still doing pretty well. So, we think we'd give it a 4 out of 5, only just because it felt a little bit young, and we would prefer to have a little bit more of a mature plant for the price. So, overall quality of the plant is a 4 out of 5.
The Amazon listing showed that both plants would have 7 leaves, but ours ended up with only 4 or 5. However, they were still pretty nice, so we weren't too upset, and I think this still deserves a 4 out of 5. During shipping, the plants were a little bit cramped, and one of the leaves got damaged. It's permanently bent now because of this, so I think that could be improved if they added some more space in the box. Overall, it's still a 3 out of 5 for shipping. These guys are pretty small, even though we got 2 of them. We know that you can actually get some bigger bird of paradise for a better price, especially since we had to pay shipping costs for both of these guys, so I think the price is like a 4 out of 5. Overall, both of our plants are doing well though, and one of them has a new leaf. It's cool to watch them grow, so I think we're pretty happy, and I'd still give it a 4 out of 5. Lady Palm actually arrived exactly as it was advertised, so this definitely deserves a 5 out of 5. For shipping, it was actually delivered really fast in just over 24 hours. The box it came in had air holes and it was labeled as a living plant, so we can assume it was handled much better during shipping. This is definitely a 5 out of 5 also. When we searched around, this plant was actually harder to find for sale online. There were a couple that were a little bigger, but definitely a lot more expensive. So overall, this price seemed pretty great. We give it a 5 out of 5. Overall, this plant has been really great. Like, it did have one part of it that started to die off, but this is probably just because it's acclimating to its new climate. We ordered this during a cold season, so that also takes a toll on the plant. But besides that, it still looks like it's thriving. So overall, we give the quality a 5 out of 5.
These figs were probably the most disappointing of the plants that we ordered. The photos showed that they had several healthy leaves, but when ours got to us, they just kind of looked like 2 twigs. Luckily, they did actually have roots, and we dug it up just to make sure. Still, despite this, it still only gets a 1 out of 5 from us. The shipping for these guys, was not as great. They arrived with our baby bird of paradise, but the packaging that they came in left us wondering why we paid so much for shipping. They arrived safe, but there wasn't really much to protect. Luckily, though, they did get to us. So for the shipping, we give it a 3 out of 5. And for the price, we've seen other fig trees similar to this plant that were a lot more mature and had a lot more leaves for the exact same price. So we're gonna give this a 1 out of 5. And for the overall quality, after a month, we haven't seen any sign of new growth or anything really. So, we're just still kind of questioning everything on this plant. So for the overall quality, we're probably just gonna give it a 1 out of 5.